Good morning. Well, we're almost to winter here. It's got to be like December 10th, and we are up and running. I'm ready here with Darkstar, and Darkstar is going to live up to its name a little more here. I was about to cast off for a tour of South Africa and South Africa, and I just and the returns, the clicks showed that there wasn't a lot of interest in Africa, Sierra Leone. I'm sure there's other cities there that are quite exciting. I was fascinated with the Sahara Desert, and of course it's it's starting to green up. That's an interesting thing, and I'm sure some people know the reason, but we don't want to talk about it probably. Anyway, I'm coming back and I'm gonna do some stuff here which I think you'll enjoy. So we're going to take off from Salt Lake City, and we're living up to the name Darkstar because we're going to be flying at night when we get some interesting things at altitude where the airspeed Mach 9 at 100,000 feet, the friction of the air, what air there is at 100,000 feet, is enough to get the aircraft to glow red. And I do know the SR-71, the Blackbird, definitely expanded. I don't know whether it glowed red. I never saw any pictures of the Blackbird glowing red. So this is fiction, and but it's fun because we're dealing with real things. Taking off from Salt Lake City and flying, it shows we're flying to Reno, but it's a course that keeps me headed toward the ultimate destination, which is San Francisco Airport and the Bay Area, which at night is I mean, I know where I am at night as well as daylight because I did so much night flying in the Bay Area. So when we take off out of here, going back to the Transcontinental Railroad, they drove the Golden Spike under the little box here, SLJ. There's Promontory, Utah, a little finger or thumb that sits down into the Great Salt Lake, and the Transcontinental Railroad came out of Ogden, Utah, and met there where the guys building from the west and the people coming out of the east. They started west of Chicago. I forget the area there where the railroad started. But it comes across here and it goes straight across the lake and then drops down. This may be it's right up here. It goes up along here, it comes down into Wells, and just before that there's a little town of Oasis, and Highway 80 goes across here, and 80 goes up and meets where the now what we would call the Union Pacific Railroad comes across here, and there's Montello is up here, and then you come down Oasis and Wells. You see Wells on here, and it comes down to Elko and Battle Mountain, back up to Winnemucca, down to and eventually down to Lovelock and on into Reno. And Highway 80 runs all along. It picks up the railroad. Highway 80 comes up here and bounces up to pick up the railroad because the grade, they rather than go up and down, why not follow a railroad which is relatively level when you're building a transcontinental highway. All right, enough talking. Thanks for listening, and here we go. A little night flight with Darkstar. There's a little daylight flight in a 172 or 182 Cessna out. Maybe Utah. I don't know. I don't know where that would be. Beautiful. So we're booted
Tower,
up.
Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie, ready for departure to the north at runway 32.
And we're going north a little bit, so we might see promontory. And here you go. Here's promontory coming down. Here's Ogden, and the railroad comes out of Ogden, goes right straight across that peninsula there, and straight across, and then eventually we'll pick up Montello, Oasis, and Wells. And of course, at Oasis is where Highway 80 comes across down here below the Great Salt Lake and intersects over in here. So there's our initial flight. We need to come down and get some darkness going here. I promised it was going to be dark. So let's make it dark. So let's go back here. There we go. Make it 6 o'clock in the morning. And it won't get light. We'll just take off out of here. Get that out of the way. We're out on the runway. Yeah, here we go. And we'll go back in here and just drop this down. Drop this down. Yeah. The heading of the runway is like 32. What does it say? Runway 32 here. That's what they cleared us to. We'll get this out of the way. We'll come down so we can pop in the afterburners. Go back outside, take the brakes off, and here we go. Back inside. Click, click. Afterburners. All right. Rotate. Gear up. And we're looking up toward promontory.
Bravo Charlie, continue for north departure.
There we go. Look at we got the moon.
Bravo Charlie, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Looking back at
Salt Lake Tower, Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie, frequency change.
looking back at Salt Lake City. And so we'll keep coming around because we've got to head to the west. Get that out of the way. Take a last look here at Salt Lake City. Now we get around here where we can see. We can't see much, so we're going to go back inside and get on track. Drop the nose a little bit. We got to turn on the standby of the scramjets. There we go. Okay, and we're going to be back on course here. And the reason I told you about the road, the railroad and all that is, of course, there's little towns along there. And we will be able to see the lights of the little towns. Here we're coming out of Great Salt Lake. We're crossing, we're getting across the bottom of the lake, and then we're going to see Bonneville. Of course, at night you won't see much of Bonneville. And we'll go outside and see what we can see. Okay, we got to stay inside because we can't we can't see enough to get. Let's get it up to 100,000 feet and up to Mach 9 plus, and then we'll worry about looking for the towns. We'll be across most of those little towns, and they're not going to show up much anyway because they're so small. But the big cities definitely show up, and they have a print that you can tell one city from another, especially if there's water around it, or there's usually the water, the coastline, the telltale coastline. Okay, we'll put this back in the middle. Okay, 1.9, 35,000 feet. We'll go outside and take another look here. It's definitely a dark star. Look around, see if we see any towns. There's looking back at Salt Lake City and up to Ogden. The moon coming up. Look out in front. The little cities, little something right down there. I can't tell you which one it is. Let's see what our... Yeah, we're doing all right. 60,000 feet, Mach 2.4. One more time back. Look back at, see the moon keeps rising, and there's Salt Lake City. Now I could look and see how far we've gone. Now I'm starting to see some little towns here. I don't know whether they are going to show up, but we should start lighting up the scramjets. Should come on right about now. Time for them to light up. Any time now. There they go. There they go. We got them on before we got to Reno. Okay, now we got to go back inside, get this thing leveled off at 100,000. A little over 100. How many miles we got to go? 237 miles to Reno, so we've got a little time here. Okay, that means we're turning red. Yeah, we're starting to see some of the little towns here. There's one right off the right wing, and I don't see Reno quite yet. And we need to get back inside here. Try to maintain 100,000. Yeah, I think we're coming up. Let's see what our distance is now. A little over 100 miles. Yeah, once we get up to Mach 9, we really start kicking. Now we're probably looking at Reno lights, and I just don't know how well they come up on the on after processing. But we'll go with that. That's Reno. It looks like this goes over toward Carson City, and I know there's some little towns. Fernley is out here to the east of Reno. I'm pretty sure that's Reno right there. And looking down toward Carson City, and then we'll come up on Lake Tahoe. And let's see if our mileage. Yeah, 4039. Yeah, and this is Lake Tahoe. So we're going to start our turn here because we're going down to the Bay Area. We can see the ocean coming out. I think I'm looking right at the San Francisco. This is coming into the Delta, the Bay Area. Yeah, there goes Reno past us, right on the bottom there. We could look at the chart. You can see on the chart Reno going by. This is Lake Tahoe. This is Pyramid Lake. There's Reno right behind us, KRNO. And here's Sacramento. So we're going to go down past Sacramento. And first of all, we're gonna start. Now we're seeing the lights of the Bay Area. Yeah. Here we go. And what we can do is we can turn off the scramjet, go back outside, and come back on the power. It slows us down. Watch what happens. And it just we disappear. So we do have this. We can see our right wingtip up here. We're gonna tilt it over and pull the nose down to lose some altitude because we're at 160,000 feet. We'll keep our speed up, and I think we're looking down right here is to the entrance of the bay. This could be like Santa Rosa. Yeah, we could be right over Santa Rosa. And Ukiah's up there. This, I think, is Santa Rosa. We're just going right over right now. And where are we? 120,000 feet. We'll keep an eye on the Bay Area. And this dark area in here, that's the Bay Area. Here's San Francisco. And we'll see a little spot. Here's up to Marin. Here's Richmond. So we're now at 60,000. We're going to bring out the speed brakes. And we can get rid of the chart. Yeah, we're looking right at the runways at San Francisco. So we'll level out 28,000 feet. Here's downtown San Francisco, right there. And there's Oakland going across there. There's Oakland Airport. $19,000 feet. So we'll give a call to San Francisco. There it is.
San Francisco Tower Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie is 7 miles west, 12,200 feet with whiskey to land.
Experimental 527 Bravo Charlie, San Francisco Tower. Altimeter 29er, decimal 9er 2, wind calm, enter right downwind, runway 28 left.
Well, I'm on the left downwind, so we kind of overshot to the coast, but they'll adjust.
Make right downwind, runway 28 left,
they'll
experimental 7
adjust
Bravo
to
Charlie.
that. There's SFO. Here's runways 1 taking off to the north. Then we'll come around and line up with runway 28 right. At 10,000 feet, we can drop down a little more. We can go in here and get squared away. Look at, we're looking down at Monterey Bay, right almost straight ahead, and it's down where I live. And then off here to the left is, of course, San Francisco Bay, and down at the end of there would be San Jose. So we'll keep coming around. We are slow enough so this baby will turn. We'll go back outside because it's more fun looking outside. You can still see. So we're level. It's a little easier to see the outline of the airplane. Old Darkstar's not quite invisible now. See the cockpit here. Here we can look at the. Look at you see a guy with a tie on. Oh. So we can slow her down, drop the nose down, and we'll go on the tail, look down towards San Jose. And start coming around. That's the south end of San Jose. We'll see San Jose Airport here momentarily. It's just off of our right wing. Oh, I see it now. Right under the green light. Right there is San Jose Airport. There's our clearance to land.
Clear to land, runway 28 left, experimental 7 Bravo Charlie.
So here's the Dunbar Bridge. And 2,000 feet. That's pretty good action right there. See our landing gear come down. There we go. Coming around for runway 28 right. There's what we look like. Can't see much. Get on over to the right. Take one more look. This is what it looks like. Looks about right. Get it down to 200. Got a little low.
Bravo
There we
Charlie,
go.
contact ground on 121.8.
Little tricky. Looking for a little.
Experimental 7, Bravo Charlie, acknowledge last transmission.
All right.
Experimental 7, Bravo Charlie, please acknowledge.
.8 experimental 7 Bravo Charlie. Goodbye.
Here we go. A little tricky at night. There's our moon again. Okay. We'll look over toward the terminal. And I used to take the mail back up in here someplace. I really knew this airport pretty well back in the 60s, way back then. Okay, so now we got to go inside and get this turned off. Yeah, I think maybe I should stay in the cockpit. I'll try. What I'll try to do is get here like this and move over to the side like that, so I can look out. There, that might work. Can see this, and then can maybe see the runway out to the side. Maybe not come quite straight in. Anyway, I'll work on that, and then we'll see how the lights show up. Anyway, thanks for riding on Air Chance, and we'll see you again. I'll think up some other little trip that has lots of lights in it. Goodbye.